Yes, it is true. My leg has been kitted out with metal implants, granting me cybernetic enhancements. Now, don't be alarmed. Quite frankly, quite frankly, one leg isn't really a useful limb to cybernetically enhance. Like the kind of a paired deal. I mean, not to say I'm not ungrateful. There's like plenty of stuff you can do with a single leg enhancement, like super kicking, uh, super hopping, super healing. No, super healing's more of a foot thing.
Aren't you a bunch of smarty pants? Any other narrative framing devices you'd like to deconstruct, you pedantic pieces of shit?
Okay, fine. Yeah, leg's not robotic, but I mean, there's metal in there. It's just not. That's RoboCop, more giant staple. See, when I was younger, I wasn't athletically gifted. Now, one could blame this on my laziness, my addiction to TV.
I also just had literally
no interest in physical activity at all. Now, it's pretty easy to blame all those things, but I'm taking the moral high ground and blaming it on something that was completely out of my control. Because my legs were a little fucked up. See, when I was being constructed, whatever divine foreman happened to be working that day decided it'd be a pretty killer prank to twist my legs in about 45 degrees, which, you know, looking back on it, it's a pretty wicked prank, not gonna lie. But yeah, after 10 years of physical therapy, it was kind of like, I should probably fix this problem. So, at the ripe old age of 10, I was taken to the hospital. They smashed my legs up, twisted them back into place, and hoped that they'd fix themselves on their own, which, I mean, you know, one of them did. See, old Lefty's, he's a little bit of a maverick. He likes to play by his own rules and live life on the edge. So, you know, what do you do with a person who doesn't conform? You persuade them with mechanical implants. So, 2 years later, Lefty got a surgery of his own, and was once again broken, twisted, and then stapled into place for good measure. And after that, Lefty's been a highly contributing member of the community of my body. So, after left leg's realignment, I was ready to start the recovery process, which means heading back to school. So, after a 4-day recovery period in the hospital, I was sent home with the nurses and doctors confident in my ability to stand up and walk with crutches. First evening back, watched TV, got up, forgot I couldn't walk, took one step, and I fucking died for my sins. So with that level of physical coordination in mind, you can only imagine how school was when it happened again, and again, and again. Sometimes I was pushed, sometimes it was slippy, but mostly because I'm fucking dumb. But at the very least, despite my own shortcomings, school life with a disability does come with a few perks. If not also a few, not perks? For one, you do have to deal with a couple of upstanding students calling you old man as you walk through the school grounds, which, you know, guys, really appreciate the effort, but if you're truly trying to be the scum of humanity and pick on people with crutches and wheelchairs, could you at least pick an insult that's a little more original than old man? Like, at least let me know you care enough to put a tad more creativity into. But there are a few perks. You get to leave class 10 minutes early, you get to exploit your physical predicament to avoid detention, or in my case, try to do that, feel bad about the thought of wasting the teacher's time, and then go to detention anyway. And you got to miss out on PE, though missing out on PE wasn't amazing. You just got to hang out in the library for a period, which was fine. I got to hang out with another kid who had a similar operation, but his was done on his hip. But he got a wheelchair rather than crutches.
That bastard.
So over those library periods, we would just switch mobility devices until the librarian caught us, because, you know, liability and all. But for those few minutes,
I got to feel the power of a wheelchair. 0 to 5 in 3 seconds. Luxury lumbar support. No more hand cramps from plastic crutch handles. Just me, the chair, and the road.
Wait. But the greatest perk wasn't in schools. The greatest perk is During my younger years, my mum and I would take regular trips to Florida. Occasionally my dad and brother would come along, but my dad's not a particular fan of roller coasters, and my brother is... I guess my brother was just my least favourite child. But anyway, that year we all went, and let me tell you, going to theme parks, picking up that wheelchair from the front desk and rolling down those theme park streets made you feel like royalty. Instant fast pass access, priority seating on rides, being locked to splash zones and getting soaked. Yeah, so there was one major flaw of this experience, besides, not being able to walk. The wheelchairs they give you at theme parks weren't the traditional big wheel ones, they were small wheels. So, not only could you not steer yourself, but the brakes were also in the hands of whoever was steering you. Which, if it was my brother, you'd better exploit that to park me in every splash zone at every water ride because, like I said, least favourite child. However, all in all, 10 out of 10 experience. If you're planning to go to Disney World in the future, be sure to break your legs before your vacation. Obviously, I'm kidding. Mainly because the Bobs probably have implemented some no fun allowed policy to mitigate that. Also because, breaking your legs is bad or whatever. But the perks of having metal jammed in your leg are undeniable, which is why I've been lying this whole time. I have mechanically upgraded. Go, go, go!